Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about American politics, and we're going to talk about Hollywood truth again, specifically an astounding truth stated by Brickwall on a Microphone comedian Josh Johnson in his latest video where he's discussing Elon Musk, right? But he said something so profound that we need to talk about it, okay? And again, what am I trying to teach you? Go to the news for fiction. Go to Hollywood for truth. You will find it there. They're the only ones allowed to speak truth because it's disguised and hidden as entertainment, right? All right, so what did Josh Johnson say? So first of all, if you're not aware of Josh Johnson, absolutely incredible comedian. And honestly, again, I don't think he's a comedian at all. I think he's a philosopher. He's Socrates in a hoodie with dreads. He's incredible. He's really, really incredible. So what did he say? He said, he sat down, he did this whole skit, talked about Elon, made a bunch of jokes, blah, 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 right? But then he sat down on the stool, right? And he just got real and he was like, I would like to believe that empathy, compassion, and kindness are the path forward and can take us somewhere. But I don't know if that is truth. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. He said it flat out. He said, I would like to believe that empathy, compassion, and kindness are the path forward, but I don't know if that is true. That's an astounding statement. And I want to look at it in the light of everything that's happening in American politics right now. Okay, so first of all, Jimmy Carter just died. He lived to be 100. Why did he live to be 100? Because God blessed him. God loved Jimmy Carter, loved him to death, right? Just hugged up on him. And every single interview you hear from anyone who ever met him, ever shook his hand, ever even studied him, is like, this guy was the best human that ever walked this planet. He had empathy, compassion, and kindness. He got straight rooked. He got straight rooked as a president. That fool couldn't do anything as an American politician. He did nothing. He got rooked, scraped, downed. Nothing, right? He was a great man. He accomplished nothing. Right? Do you understand that? He accomplished nothing. He was laughable as an American president. A laughable fool as a leader. Like, people clowned on him. Nations clowned on him. He did nothing. Okay? You need to understand that. All right. Now, let's talk about Donald Trump. Right? Okay. Now, first of all, I do want to put a divider. I think go forward Donald Trump may be a good man. Why? Because he's won. He's won in every possible way, and now he can afford the luxury of honesty and decency, right? So I think you may be seeing a different Donald Trump in the future. Past Donald Trump, let's not pretend, right? Like let's not pretend. Don't pretend for 1 second he was ever a good man. He wasn't. He wrote a book that said, I lie to everyone I deal with. It's called The Art of the Deal. Right? I lie to them constantly. I'm a liar. It says it just read the book. The book says, I'm an outrageous liar. You should never believe me on a single subject. I lie all the time if I can get the slightest benefit. And he did it to win in 2016. He lied constantly, right? He insulted people. He used hatred. He spread prejudice. He was a divider. No two ways about it. He's a horrible, horrible human being. Okay? He was. Right. It's not a debatable subject, in my humble opinion. You just need to read his book. Right? Just read Art of the Deal. He's like, I'm a horrible monster. No one should ever believe the word I said. I clowned all of them. I lied to their faces. I just lied constantly. Anytime I could lie for my own benefit, I did it. That's a horrible human being. And he did. And he lied to his family. He lied to his friends. He lied to his business associates. He lied to anybody he owed money. He lied constantly. He's a horrible human being. 2016 to 2020 is the best years I've ever seen in America. And guess what? I'm super excited about what we're going to get to see in 2020 to 24. Wars are going to disappear. Eggs are going to be purchasable. We're going to start to win again, right? Like, and everything's going to be up, right? And this is what Josh Johnson was saying, man. And now, does this make sense? Yes, it actually makes sense. What's really wild is I'm an evangelical Christian. The Bible talks about this. It's like, this is a broken world you're living in. You'll be, you'll be with me someday. But right now, this is a broken world. And the wolves will eat. And what's really wild is, like, you're like, okay, well, what does the Bible say? How do, and all these Americans are doing this ridiculous two-step, right? The Bible says, hey, be empathetic, be compassionate, be kind. What's going to happen? You're going to get up on a cross, buddy. They're going to slit you from end to end, right? You will bleed out, right? Now, what's really shocking, though, is, have I seen this to be the case? Not really. What's wild is I am an evangelical Christian, and I am called to compassion, kindness, and empathy, right? Now, sometimes I achieve it, sometimes I don't, right? But the Bible's saying, hey, if you do those things, you're not going to do great. And that's exactly what happened with Biden. I think Biden was trying to be empathetic, kind, and compassionate, and he had an absolute disastrous, 2024, I should have said, 2024 to 2028 is going to be great under Trump. 2020 to 2024 was a heckscape it was a wastegate. It was a wastegate, right, under Biden. And he wanted to be empathetic, compassionate, kind, and I think he even tried, and it turned out like it was absolutely abominable. It did not turn out well. Okay, it was really bad. Really, really bad. Right? So this is the issue. I think Josh Johnson put his finger on it, man. Empathy, kindness, and compassion. Is it going to get us anywhere? Doesn't look like it did. Doesn't look like it ever does under the Democrats. Doesn't get us anywhere, right? But a lack of empathy, a lack of kindness, and a lack of compassion from the Republicans seems to do great for America. What does all that mean? Well, first of all, before we can know what it means, we have to acknowledge it. Nobody's even acknowledging it, except now. Josh Johnson's acknowledging it, I'm acknowledging it, and you need to acknowledge it. In my humble opinion, every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic, please consider like and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.